All right, welcome to the Focus Podcast. We got Homedvo and Tuai. All right, my two new friends here, and welcome to the Focus Podcast. This is episode 44. We're in it. Thanks for coming.
No, thanks for having me.
Cheers, appreciate it. Thanks for the drinks. Our off-camera friend here. So yeah, give me a little rundown of your music and kind of just where you came from and where you started.
It's a long story. But
we got time. So.
I was born.
I fire one up.
Fire it up. I was born here. I was born in Toronto.
Gotcha. Ditto. Myself.
Yeah, I was born out by Finch and Weston.
Okay. Yeah.
Finch and 401, pretty much.
Yeah.
But I was always moving around a lot. So I was born there. I lived in Niagara Falls, St. Catharines, Guyana.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 33.
Okay, 33. So I'm 45.
Yeah.
And yourself? 31. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I've always been moving around. I've been on my own since I was like 16, you know. But like with this music shit, it's always something that's been in me, you know. I started doing my first raps per se were like poetry.
Yeah.
So it was like that was in like grade 4, 5.
So did you write first or like kind of freestyle first? What was the first thing that kind of touched you? What was like you said poetry. So did you start writing poems first? And
I think no, like I was like I didn't freestyle, but like it was more the writing. Yeah. Matter of fact, still to this day, like I'm a writer.
Yeah.
That doesn't really write no more. If that makes sense.
I think I know what you mean. Like you make it up in your head. I get you. I understand.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And but my skill is writing. My skill's definitely been writing and like painting a picture, you know. Even with like I'm just good with words. I've always been good. I wasn't like astute at like school and shit, but like I always knew how to get by. It wasn't something that like.
Well, you focused on something that maybe was it's more interesting to you than school, I suppose.
Literally, like I'd be after the teacher would read like a short story and whatnot. You'd have to write an essay after, right? Gave you an hour, probably for 40 minutes of that. I had my headphones in writing raps, and then I'd quickly, you know.
So in your own words, you were writing an essay. You were kind of like summarizing.
Yeah, I daydreamed a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in my own.
Well, you creative writing. You were doing creative writing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's how it started.
And do you perform live a lot in the city? Or
by the way, I haven't smoked weed in so long.
Oh, okay.
No, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry.
Don't want to be the.
Just when I pass it back to you, quick.
Yeah. I didn't want to say anything there, but that was kind of like I haven't seen that in a while. You're kind of just like take it from me.
No. When in Rome, I'm here in your.
No, it was.
I'll go with you. Just.
It was hilarious.
I gotta pace it.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm a veteran. Unfortunately.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. No, I don't indulge in too much stuff. I like drinking once in a while too. I know my pace.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I know my limits. And
yeah.
I'm pretty.
I was watching one of your pods and.
Okay, which one was it? Do you know?
I think it was 40.
Was it the one with Earl?
There was two guys, and you guys went to dinner or something before?
It was EM and Ray.
Right. I think he grabbed the cup and he was like, "Is there something in this?" And he's like, "No, I'm gonna deal with that right now."
That was me and Ray were drinking the wine, and Earl was just kind of not. He was having tea.
Right.
Yeah. Or no, he had coffee, which was It was late. He said like, I'll have some caffeine. So he was wired from the caffeine. It's pretty stoked.
That's
and
me
the
in the
wine was
morning.
good too. The wine was really nice. Anyways, you sidetracked there. Sorry.
Fair enough.
So you got into the poetry kind
Yeah.
of, and then where did the production start coming? Like where did that start? Like where did it come together to make an actual track?
Off a IBM computer mic, and there was this old mixing program called Acoustica.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, Acoustica. I saw one of my boys use it, and it was just so user friendly, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's not like
It had samples, right? Like
it has samples
Yeah,
in it. Matter of fact, when you download it and you open it, it comes with a fully made song
damn.
that just plays. The songs are trash, but
Yeah.
it's
It's like a blueprint.
a blueprint of like, listen, you could do all this, right?
That's good.
But per se, the production, that's when that blended with the time of like LimeWire. And
now
like,
you're talking.
yeah, when I started searching
my
up,
time.
yeah, when I was like, yo, like
My
where's it?
age or so.
Right?
Yeah.
You're not that old, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, when you could start like, all right, searching for the instrumental, blah blah blah, and then, all right, let me download it. I could just drag this file and throw it on there. I don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
That changed it for me. It
Yeah.
was just like, damn, like I'm looking for every single beat. That when I was younger though, growing up, I was into there was a sound that I didn't know what the fuck it was, but I loved it, and I knew it was something specific until,
Yeah.
and then someone told me about the Neptunes.
Yeah.
And then I was like, shit, this is exact like that Pharrell Neptune.
They
That like,
changed the game.
bro, like those are the times when I was starting to get into music, and then like, all right, starting to record, and I was in this NERD phase. To Justice,
Yeah.
Daft Punk, Pink Floyd. Yeah, there's a lot. There's
That's
a lot.
my
Depend-
catalog there. That's my library.
Fair.
What you list, yeah. My
Then
listening library right there.
You gotta throw in the Gorillas.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Well, you talked about like it's interesting you say that time because that's the time when all that like technology came more affordable, where it was like digital programs became more accessible to more people.
100%.
And also you had several variations of them, so there was major competition for these digital programs. And
Well, first it was what, like Napster.
well, Napster was like the downloading one. So this is how old I am.
You're talking about Mega Upload.
Yeah, so no, I meant like I meant like music editing programs. So when I
okay.
first started, there was Saw and Acid, which were like the first,
Okay.
and then Pro Tools was kind of around, but that was like you needed to know somebody who had money that had a studio that had Pro Tools. It was like it wasn't like now where everybody has, Logic.
Well, everyone has Logic.
It's easily affordable, but back then it's like you really had to know somebody that had studio that had these programs were like $5,000
You know what I mean?
back in the day, and it's like you couldn't just run it off your regular laptop too, and it was
No, well, there was so much
wasn't
because
as
like
accessible.
it was when you started bringing the studio outside of the studio. It was like, yo, this is your studio at home.
That's a great quote, man.
You know what I mean? Like that's revolutionary, right? So of course but even $5,000, like it makes sense.
That's a good investment.
But like for something that revolutionary, $5,000 could have been higher.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Could have been higher. The thing about technology though, like whatever we get that to the mass public, like by the time we get to see it, they've been working on it for years. It's just like now it's ready for mass production.
Yeah. Now it's cheaper or whatever.
Well, now it's usable.
Yeah.
You know
exactly.
what I mean? Like,
yeah.
this is the way.
Well, when I went to school for television broadcasting, and
Okay.
there was radio aspects to it. So we did like radio projects, and we were the cusp year. We were the last year of analog and like the first of digital.
Digital.
So we did like analog things like splicing reels and learning to do shit.
Yeah.
And like, you know, carts and 8-tracks. But then we were the first to use digital programs for editing and, you know, video editing and music editing. So that's where I learned and started. And then, you know, as the programs progressed, I kind of moved along with it. But in those early days, like those late 90s and the early 2000s, it was like you really needed to have access to a studio, somebody who had that program. It wasn't as...
It was either that or like you have to be at home and watch Electric Circus or some shit. Some speakers cord.
I like you brought that up. That's hilarious. I know people that worked on that because I work in TV.
Yeah, exactly.
And I know people that shot that. Actually, I work with.
Oh yeah.
We shot that back in the day. But that was cool because it was, you know what it was. I get into this conversation a lot. It was the Canadian government, the CRTC allots 35% of television revenue has to be allocated to Canadian content.
Yes.
So that was like a Canadian-made program by Canadian talent, Canadian people showcasing Canadian downtown Toronto, you know? So there's not enough of that anymore. It's kind of like...
No, bro. It used to be like a
Mecca
place
in Toronto.
Well, yeah, and like a place celebrities from everywhere had to go. You had to stop there.
Yeah, exactly.
How many celebrities came through there?
Yeah.
Every weekend, it was fucking packed around the corner. That shit was crazy.
Yeah. So you went from... So you started making some tunes.
Yeah.
When did you like put some tracks together and then started getting some traction and doing your own shows?
Tracks and traction are not one of the same.
Those are far off different tracks. Yeah.
You know what I mean? You'd like if they're together.
Yeah, it's nice when they're together.
Right?
Yeah.
That's the goal.
Yeah. True that.
But I was in Niagara Falls at the time. I was in grade 9. And I had a good friend called Ishmael. I used to be at his house and I didn't have a computer yet. So it was like, I'd hit up his house, we'd chill, play ball, and he was younger than me, but like a brother though, you know? The computer mic, Acoustica, and I recorded some trash called The Debut. But it started off like, fuck, you'd have to hear it. But like, it's
the energy and the
like that Jeezy, like that kind of shit, you know what I mean? But that was just my first, like, you know, like trying like to put some shit out.
Yeah, you have to put it out.
But it was what it was. I can't explain unless you hear it. But after that, not really. I didn't really make music like that until I came to Toronto for school. I took media at Seneca at York. Okay. Right. Yeah. And then I found this producer on fucking Kijiji.
Oh, really?
For real. A guy named Keegan. He's sick. He's actually he's not in Toronto anymore. But do you know Beat Cave? Have you heard of that?
Maybe.
You know, like Lynx Studio.
Oh, in the West End? Are you talking about? Or?
What is that? That's
Queen? No.
No. Yeah. But what's that intersection there? What? Bath? Not Bathurst. DuPont. It's
are you talking
DuPont.
Are you talking about Dufferin and DuPont? And Gary Street?
No, Dufferin's.
Are you talking those like the studios? Like
right by the gas station right there? Lynx Studio.
Oh, is that like
it's a bunch of
you're talking Dufferin and Davenport there. Or sorry, Dufferin and DuPont.
I believe so, where it starts to curl?
Yeah. So you know what's funny? I grew up there. I grew up just like
by the McDonald's?
Yeah, just north of there.
There was a McDonald's there that closed, no?
Yeah.
It's been there for
the Galleria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You know what's hilarious? I knew we were going to come on to this conversation for some reason because when I'm talking to
But
Earl and these
don't
other
forget,
guys.
I'm gonna run it back to the.
Yeah. Finish that up.
No.
Finish that part up.
No, I want to hear what you have to say, and then I got it though.
Okay, so I grew up in that area. We can elaborate on it in a bit.
Oh, okay. I thought you were about to get into like there was a golden.
No. I just like that was I know
Fair
that
enough.
whole area.
Anyways, Links Bee Cave is like it's a bunch of artists and producers that come for like like a conference almost. There's usually someone like a guest speaker in the industry. Mm-hmm. The first one I went to, I think it was Bugs. Bugs was there, and then I forget the next one. But any which way, they have a speaker, and then all the producers and all the artists, there's producers that are allotted time in each studio.
Yeah.
And it's a free for all. You like the beat, let's make a song. This shit's crazy. But that producer I met on Kijiji when I first got here, he ended up starting that with another guy. He's not with it no more, but you should check it out. They're doing shit.
So that's funny. I do know exactly what you're talking about.
Like that area.
Yeah, it's Gary Street. It's like right north of DuPont there. And there's like the Brick there. The Brick is on the corner, the furniture store. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So just north of there's like co-op housing up near Davenport in Lansdowne. Okay. I grew up in there until like it's like 13 or something.
Wasn't Rick there?
I'm not sure. That across the street was a coffee time, right?
Yeah, that was called Crack Time. That was what we said. There's two buildings there. Yeah. There's two buildings there, apartment buildings. Right above the coffee time there. There's like a couple apartment buildings.
Lansdowne.
Yeah. I grew up there.
Okay.
So I went to Regal Road. I went up to the school there on Davenport. So I know that whole area there. So that it's hilarious because that street now it's like pretty popular. It's great studios, art studios, all this stuff. 20 years ago, I was hanging out there. That's where I used to get my weed from my buddy. And we'd hang out there. And it was all just like bicycle shops, like bike repair shops, auto shops. One of the first like clone shops you can get for weed was there on that street. Okay. So it's all industrial area, right? So it's just very recently in the last 10, 15 years. It's really like, so every time I talk to young artists, they're like, oh yeah, this year is pumping up, and I'm like so old that I'm a homebody because I work entertainment and I sit at home anytime I can, right? So I don't get out in the music scene too much. So it's like when I hear that, I'm like, oh, that's cool because it's like I don't remember it like that at all. It's just like
you should come.
I think I will roll through a few times. Bro. Yeah, there's a
lot going on, especially with me.
Yeah, I'll have to now.
Especially him.
Exactly, and I have some. Well, hopefully in the new year I'll have a new album, so I'm ready to like get out there and promote.
I gotta hear your shit. I saw you perform.
Yeah, you can listen on your own time. I don't want to hear my shit. Perform. Where do you see me perform, dude?
Well, some on your page.
Out like live?
Oh, you know what it was? I think you were throwing some at the park.
No way. The fucking festival we had?
Yeah, I think I was seeing that.
That's amazing, really. Yeah, no way. We worked our butt off for that. That was a vision I had like since. Okay, this is just quick cool story. So, the lockdown. There was nothing to do, nor to play, nor to go. Like fuck, I feel like shit. Like I need to play in front of somebody instead of a laptop. So I found that place and it's a big gazebo. And it's got power. I'm like, fuck, shit, there's fucking working power here. So I had, the big KRK speakers.
Oh, yeah.
Like the yellow one.
I have that.
I had two of them. And then I had the Focusrite and the computer and all that. So I dragged all the shit down with the milk crates, set it up, and just started playing my music for like 2 hours. And people were so happy.
You dragged it down with the milk crates?
Yeah. Oh, these are gold, man. These milk crates are like... They'll be here when we dig us up thousands of years from now, dog.
Bro, do you remember when they started in COVID when they started doing the milk crate challenge?
Oh.
Did you see that?
What, people stealing milk crates or?
No, well that, but it was for it was for the purpose of like piling them up and taking TikToks and shit.
Oh, I saw
Remember that? Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Yo, so many people bust their ass, bro. Like,
you know what? It's like some people my age get annoyed. Oh, TikTok.
Yeah.
And I was like, if I was that age, I'd be doing TikTok videos every fucking day. Because you know what it is? It's like, it's creative editing in your head.
Yo,
you don't do any editing. You just like make up something right
there.
there.
Those people that are influencers through TikTok, they got a skill. Like
it's a creative outlet.
Yeah.
It's a tool. It's a tool like any tool was, you know.
Just some things that creativity would have never been seen if we didn't progress in technology. And when you think about like our time, I think it's the fastest growth of our people in that time span, like a short time span. Like, we haven't progressed that fast in a lot of shit.
But to do shit like technology wise, it's like gone. But
facts.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you that. Like, what do you find easier? Like, what's your favorite part of making music? The writing or like the producing or
just the writing?
The writing.
Just like, but honestly, having that like creative like, where I'm kind of, my mind's it's in a different mode. Like, I get lost in it in my head. Like, and then you guess right, it's kind of like repetitive. Yeah. But then like, sometimes you don't always get something, but I'll get like a bar or two. Yeah. And I'll just throw it into the catalog or whatever. It's like, but when you get a song, there's songs that come to me as soon as I hear the beat, like nonstop, just boom. I don't know. Have you been in that space where like, creatively, where when you can think about some of your most valiant moments?
Absolutely. Like some tracks I had, some like it wouldn't be the whole song sometimes, maybe it'd be a verse. It would be like what I wrote there, then and there. Right. Like it's 95% what it came out. Either it was a freestyle or I wrote it freely and it just like I only made a few adjustments. But that's because for me, I feel like I'm constantly doing it every day. So every day I put in an hour of reading and an hour of writing, no matter what. Right. Music creativity, no matter what. And then when the urge comes, it's almost flawless when I write it down. I'm not struggling with a few lines or stuff like that. So it's like the more I practice, when the time strikes, I'm more ready. And I can crush it better.
It's automatic.
Exactly. It's automatic, and you get one, and when you see it, it's like, oh, that's a good one. For me, I built up such a catalog over the lockdown. I wrote like an insane amount of songs. I filled out like 3 books, and then it was just like me sifting through all that, and then bookmarking which ones I'd like, and then I transferred those into PDFs. So I have like 95 or 100 to choose from, but finally it's so much, like sometimes you have so much shit that you don't know where to start organizing it,
to shift it. Yeah.
So I finally got around to putting an album together and pulling tracks that kind of are part of this theme, you know, like that.
To create a body of work.
Yeah, but I always keep writing. I'm a constant writer, so right. But I know I understand the process that you're talking about.
I'm a constant thinker. Like
thinker.
I'm always.
So same thing too. So when you hear the right beat, you're ready, and it just comes off. No, I like that. I like that process too. I appreciate that process.
I'm good at it.
Yeah. No, exactly. Like, well, anything you just like, you have to keep honing it, and it's like the confidence of you knowing you're good at it to go.
You're him.
At that.
I'm him.
Exactly.
You're him. All right, fuck all that though. Who's your top 5?
Okay, we haven't done. I don't know if I've done this ever. Wow, we're gonna have to dig into the bolts for this. This is such a wide range. I think you pulled like a lot out of
Yeah, but I want to hear
beginning
from. I
was-
want to hear from the goat's mouth.
From artists, like, are we talking just rappers specifically?
Rappers. We're talking rap.
Rappers specific. I'd have to go with DMX with it for
With
sure.
the one slot.
Yeah,
Okay.
probably one or two. And interesting fact, I was in a video with DMX.
Which one?
The with Sum 41. Remember the band Sum 41? Makes No Difference. I was an extra in that video, and
Okay.
DMX is randomly in it for no reason. He's just like, because he was on Def Jam and they signed to the first Def Jam rock label,
Oh,
and he was in
Right.
town like shooting exit wounds.
facts.
And then
It was
so
those
some,
times.
I don't know how it worked out, but somebody reached out to somebody and he came by and he hung out with us. Like, no bodyguards, no entourage, just him with a bunch of 20-year-old kids.
Well, he always thought
And-
he said Kendrick is soft. He
He
said
was
that.
so
He
down
said
to
that at the
earth.
drink chat.
Like, so down to, you could
No,
see
but he's
he
a-
was
yo.
like a down to earth dude. Like, he
Of
was
course.
like, so I have to go with him for sure.
So there's a little bias.
Mortal Technique
Okay, now.
is like
Okay.
definitely up there. He's in, and then for like overall, like everything for me, Nas. It's got to be Nas,
All right. So who?
and then Eminem, like 4 or 5, I'd say. And
But you
then
said like yo over everything though. At the number 4 slot, Nas.
three, like
Over
three.
everything though.
Maybe I'd put Nas 1, maybe Nas 1.
That's
or
what I'm
2.
saying.
I wasn't doing a particular order. I was just naming
All right.
5. Okay,
All
so
right.
I have one more. Oh, jeez. I have no idea. I would, LL Cool J would definitely be up there just because, like, it was...
He's not up there for me, but he's definitely up there in the sense of the fact that
Because I
we
remember...
can rap. Like we.
Well,
yo,
that was like
man-
one of my first CDs, and it was like, I remember him those early days. Like,
True.
in, like,
Do you remember the first rap song you ever heard?
yeah, it was like...
I'm bad on record.
It was
When
a...
I was a kid.
Which one?
I'm bad.
I'm bad.
Yeah.
You listened to Bad? That was the first? I think I listened...
Oh, like MJ.
LL Cool J.
Mm.
Oh. I was like, I'm bad. All right.
That's classic.
But that was the first rap song you ever heard?
For me,
Yeah.
for him, I had it on a record player.
That's
I used to
crazy.
play it on record.
Ah.
Yeah.
I don't know, that's a hard one because I had friends that had older brothers that would play a lot of shit that we would kind of hear. So the one
Probably-
that I really remembered was probably Public Enemy. Don't
Oh,
believe the
those
hype.
times. Yeah. You're around for that.
Don't believe the hype. No. And we did a talent show. We did that song. I remember at
You
camp.
did that song?
Yeah, we had this. Because I remember there was a part where there's like a double up and there's like a guy going whoo, and then so we had a big dude in our
Yeah.
group and he did that part. So I remember that like specifically. But yeah, I was introduced to rap at a really young age because, I grew up in Toronto in the early '90s and had a lot of friends that are older brothers and they were always playing stuff.
Yeah.
So, and then I was introduced to, my dad had a friend who gave me a few CDs. He gave me that LL Cool J CD. Mom said, Knock You Out. And then Fear of a Black Planet, the Public Enemy one. And I was like 9 years old and I put these on. I was like, what the fuck is this? Holy shit. Like,
Have you read Sister Soldier's books?
wow, yeah, one in my 20s, yeah, they're pretty impactful, but it was like, wow, this is music, holy shit, you can say this shit and do this. I was like,
Yeah.
whoa. And then like as soon as I heard that, I was like, the boundaries were off for music for me at a really young age. It was yeah.
So, all right, for me, the first
And the Humpty
hip
Dance,
hop,
of course.
like rap, I think I remember. I had
That's the first one I memorized.
or sorry, not the first hip hop I heard, but the first CD, rap CD I ever had was Coolio.
Coolio, Gangsta's Paradise.
That shit. That was
That
the
was,
first rap CD I ever had. You remember that JVC boombox? That
Yes.
Fantastic Voyage.
That's the come along and ride.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
yeah.
that's the jam. But he was
But then I found a Big L CD. I didn't even know who Big L was. And I found a Big L CD in the snow in front of my apartment. Just upside down,
way.
actually. And it was a burnt one.
No way.
Yeah, I was like, who just dropped? Like, okay,
something from the universe, just like
all
here,
right,
here you go, take this path, young man.
right. Fuck.
Well, I always find there's always everybody that's funny. Like you bring that up because to me, there's always somebody. If you're a musician, there's always somebody in your life that introduces it to you. Somebody like older brother or cousin or whatever. Who was it for you? Like who really kind of?
My grandparents. Like
Your grandparents, yeah.
yeah. So, like I used to listen to a lot of calypso
Oh, sick.
and then soca.
Yeah.
So
They
like,
would they play it in the house and like
everywhere.
Oh,
I was
that's
the one
awesome.
playing like cassettes, like
Yeah.
running that,
Yeah.
running that, and then all the elder gatherings.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they used to be running loud music, loud calypso, like not even the soca here, not like old school country
Yeah.
Caribbean music.
Yeah.
You know?
That was my upbringing, kind of, because I was the oldest. My
Right.
parents were young, so they were partying, and I'd be there, and then you're just there, and then you see some shit. And my dad had a friend, and because my dad worked late, and I would hang with him, and he's Trinidadian guy, so I'd hang out with him and his Jamaican buddies, and so they'd be talking, swearing, drinking. And
They're Trini?
hanging out, yeah.
So,
and I'm just
I'm Guyanese.
12
so
years
I get
old,
it.
sitting there just soaking and hollering every day. And they would take me to like the whole weekend of Caravana before it was like all fenced up and
Right.
it was all like open and like so I would be a youngster hanging with these guys doing the whole weekend and stuff like that. And it was fun growing up in Toronto. It was. Got all the experiences.
For me, I go. All right, it's hard to go from 5 to 1, but rapper of all time, I gotta get hold number one of all time, like rapper. Plus the success, but like for me, like his like he rapped at a high level through such
I'm thinking
a
about
different-
so many more now.
right.
Yeah.
But like he rode the wave of like he's all the wherever hip hop went for a long time. The man he came with something different, and it was hot at the same time. Like I went to the Watch the Throne concert. I think it was 2011. That shit, like. I don't know. You gotta be there to
Moved
like.
you.
It moved me, bro.
Yeah.
It moved me because, Ye that was a huge thing.
Yeah.
That was a moment, fam. Plus, Ye, how do you feel about Ye?
He can call himself whatever he wants. He's an artist.
Well, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about his body of work.
Oh, it's fantastic. I think he's a phenomenal artist. Everything he touches, like. This first album was mind blowing. That like changed me forever. Way I look at producing and like
His first album.
yeah,
Okay.
College Dropout.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit, man! Changed everything. And I was like, also the persona of a certain image, and it's like you can be whoever you want to look like, wherever. You're confident in your own style. And it was refreshing because this is what I remember artists in the 90s. Artists in the 90s stood out from each other. They were all unique in their own way. And so it was refreshing to see an artist like Kanye, do that. And I think his body of work is amazing. He's tried a lot of things. He's not been afraid to fail. He's not been afraid to speak his mind, to say what's on his mind. And now he's looking more sane than
Look at all the like I don't know, every album pretty much except his first two, but even then, Late Registration was a masterpiece to me.
Yeah,
but like every album he's tried something different.
Yeah,
like,
that's the point. Is like
fearless.
I was saying do you know Common, right? So I was asked I was talking on the phone with EM today.
B is one of the greatest albums of all
That's
time.
a great, and Kanye produced that.
Yeah, I know. That's when he signed with Kanye.
Yeah, I was really pleased with that. But do you know his album Electric Circus?
Mm-hmm.
So I was explaining to Earl that it didn't really go well with a lot of his fans because it was so offbeat from what he usually did. But to me, it was so uniquely cool, and there were some cool songs and there were some weird songs.
That's the risk you take. Like when you do that,
yeah,
it's like you're going to get new fans, but
yeah,
you know what I mean? So it's like
I get it.
You almost want to thread the line where it's like, yo, if it doesn't work, at least it's not gonna piss off my base like that. They're just gonna be like, all right, like,
yeah,
that's mid, but we'll allow it, right?
Yeah.
Unless you drop something like, nah, like what the fuck happened to this dude, right?
So you mentioned him and who else?
Lupe,
oh my goodness.
Lupe Fiasco.
You have so many honorable mentions that I should.
Lupe Fiasco.
Lupe's the reason why I started rapping too.
He was damn near. He's what got me good. He's the one that got me thinking about like how to twist words and like but yeah, Lupe, Kanye is the reason I started rapping. Late Registration. That shit was crazy. Damn, I don't know, like Fabulous is slept on. He's pretty, more so. I think I like his latest albums.
Yeah,
but like,
it's consistent.
He's consistent. Bars, like obviously you gotta throw like Kung Fu Kenny. Section 80 was
phenomenal.
A time.
Yeah.
I fuck with Cole. There was a lot of like phases though too. Like I had a Gucci phase, a T.I. phase.
Exactly, it's your different age too.
Are you past 5?
Huh?
Are you past 5?
No, I wasn't naming. Like I was. It went off track. We have
honorable mentions.
We were on. Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
I have quite a few actually. I forgot quite a few.
I'm still on a Mono Technique.
Yeah.
That's a crazy one.
He's phenomenal, dude.
All right, so.
Vicious.
Okay, Ye. All right, Jay is a rapper. One. Rapping wise, I gotta throw Kanye. 3, Lupe.
All good. All
4.
Deserving.
4.
Scarface.
No, Wale.
Oh yes, man.
Yes. Sorry, my bad. 3 has to be Wayne.
Yes.
Wayne had
The face.
How could I forget Wayne?
Face, man.
Fuck. All right. Then I'll throw Lupe, Wale, Big Sean. So that's 6. My bad.
And it all it's weird because you like different phases of each art sometimes. It's not like if I were to pick, okay, this artist, his first 2 albums are really that's what I like. It's like you're not. That's why it's hard to pick sometimes. You're like, oh, you're looking at their whole body of work, and that's a hard one to sell to have a consistent body of work. Because some artists, I'm like, oh wow. Half their body of work is phenomenal. It's some of the best shit, but the other stuff is a little like.
It's not my speed.
Yeah, I like Common a lot, but
Okay.
I liked him when he was like he has so many albums, but maybe earlier stuff, and then maybe that's just because of the way I grew up with him.
Right.
You know what I mean?
My
age.
Do you like any of the newer artists?
Yeah. You know what I was listening to a lot? I really like is Tommy Richmond. I'm like really digging that.
I ain't
shit.
talking Tommy, but I get what.
He's not a rapper, but I'm like, he's the Million Dollar Baby. Yeah, but his album is really good. It's like R&B style kind of.
I heard that on Stingray in the song.
Yeah, that's good. And I've been jamming that. Kendrick Lamar I've listened to over and over. I don't know. I don't listen to. I'm guilty enough not to listen to not a lot of new stuff.
Fair.
I listen to a lot of my peer stuff. I like listening to my friends' stuff, and I don't know. The last few months have just been kind of selfishly in my own.
Oh yeah.
My own world, making
I
my
get
own
you.
stuff. So, I don't know. I tend to find things and listen to the shit out of them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I find like 2 or 3 albums and I just go crazy listening to it.
Have you heard anything of mine?
I listened to a few of your stuff. You had like a song calling up a girl. You're in the car with a girl.
Yeah, that's with the wife.
Your videos are really good. Who does your videos?
Shout out to Rec. Shout out to Rec Zone.
Is it his gear?
No, he is a one man band. He's a one stop shop. Videos, recording, editing, artists,
Nice.
video editing. Yeah. Shout out to Rec Zone.
It's good to have that. Thing.
Yeah. And then that video that you mentioned, that was actually an old roommate of mine. She's a girl from Brazil.
Okay.
That was here for like videography and whatnot, and she just shot that for free.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Shout out to B.
Nice. It's nice when you can have a storyline kind of and like.
But that's the only
another
one?
character. No, I just saw the two. I was just getting.
What's the other one?
On YouTube, there was another one. Sorry, it's not catching me.
Was I rapping or singing?
You're rapping, definitely.
Genius?
Yeah, I think there's 2 videos on YouTube, right?
No, there's more than that. But
I think yeah.
those might be the first ones, maybe. Or Built to
Yeah.
Win might be one. Too.
Yeah, I just started getting into checking it out. But
Check
yeah,
out, like, my music's very different. I just wanted your gauge on, like, where you think I'm at.
well, it's hard to say because I just met you.
No, I mean talent-wise.
No, you're
'Cause
very talented. No, it's
Yeah.
great. Like you have great. That's what I said. I like the production right away. The lyrics, the the video wise is all good. I like it.
I
It's
think
good.
you should premiere a record right now.
Oh shit!
We
You got
could
an
do it.
announcement?
I'm just different. I think you should premiere.
Oh, I thought you were talking about.
So he has a record called "I'm Just Different," and because you have like a little bit unfamiliar with his music, you only seen the 1-2 video. I think you should listen to a record right now.
Yo, throw it up.
Do it. Shit.
You can just put it near the mic.
Yeah.
Is this like fresh off the gauge?
It's like, it's
Like-
just different.
No, it's like it's not out yet, is it?
No, that's the whole answer.
This one has just been sitting there, right?
It's just sitting.
One of the ones.
He feels it, like that one.
We're getting the lucky. It's got some Neptune stuff.
I'm just different. Yeah. I'm just different. Yeah. I'm just different. Yeah. I'm just different. Yeah. I'm just different.
That's the wife on there.
On the double ups?
That's the wife.
Or put it to the mic.
Never mess with the telly things or the slew things. Everybody know that. Lil' big in my strap. Like Curtis Jack. Baby, you with me? That's 50 and 50, 100%. How you fuck up the pack? Okay, baby, relax. We gon' put you on program. Let you pay off your debt.
Put cheese on your head like a
Green Bay fame, try
I'm good.
BBIBM under the next. My girl like, even relax. I get it poppin' like grease when you increase the heat in the skillet. I'm in the kitchen, I'm whipping the temperature, reaching the limit. You're done and you're finished. Feel like Fresh Prince when I stay at the Carlton, give a big willy and I ain't gon' feel it. They say for sure I am different with strokes. This is no get recall. What you talking about? When it's different. Yeah, I'm just different. I'm just different.
Gotta work on the EQ, but I just been sitting on this one.
Sounds mixed pretty good already.
It sounds, yeah, but like when you throw it on some monitors and everything,
I hear you.
it's like it's not.
Yeah. That's nice, man. I like that. World premiere.
You know what I'm
Nice,
saying?
man. Thanks for sharing that. I appreciate that.
There's a lot called. You're gonna see us probably in like a couple of weeks and be like, yo, I didn't even know all that was about to happen. I'm telling you.
Hey, man. Anytime we can launch a new thing here, this is what it's all about.
All right.
I'm just different. Yo, the production's sick on it. I like it, man. Great job. Where did you do that?
Different. I did shout out to Butter. He was a guy that lived actually right. You know where that Green Pea is on Queen?
Like Queen here or Queen like
Like,
west?
well, Queen East down here.
Oh, like a parking lot?
Yeah, the Green Pea.
Oh, by
Behind the
Wayne there.
exactly.
I lived right.
Yo,
in there.
my boy I met him. He was a producer. He just saw he DM'd me and he's like, yo, I like your shit. Do you want to come to the studios?
So where's the studio?
Well, that studio, we ended up linking up with a studio in Scarborough.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that Green Pea, like the apartment.
No, I'm just
in
saying
the
he
back?
ended up moving there.
Oh,
Yeah.
I used to live there. Like nice track.
Yeah.
I used to live with that Green Pea you're talking about in the back.
You used to live there?
There's an apartment.
Right.
I used to live there. Yeah, 5 years ago during the lockdown. That was. Anyways, yeah, I know that's great production. Like it's yourself and somebody else that like you have an engineer or do you have a producer as well? So do you get the tracks first and then you bring it to studio or do you just get it all there?
Mostly it's like, yeah, I do a lot of. I search. I've been always searching for beats like ever since, as I was saying before. But like I kind of gathered a vast catalog of producers on YouTube that I follow, and then
I should hook you up with my friend in Ohio.
Okay.
He's a kid. He's like 22, and he's just daily. Oh yeah, sure, please. Thanks, man. Thank you. Cheers. He just makes beats all day.
Are they good?
Oh yeah, he has like a whole range in whatever your style he want. He can accommodate for you. In the lockdown, he sent me a beat a day, and every time he sent one to me, I didn't listen to it. I just opened it up, and as soon as I opened it up, I wrote something right away. So I didn't hear it yet, and I just like surprised myself every time. So I did like for like 3 months in the lockdown, every day. So he just kept sending me stuff, and I had to be like, too much.
Fair.
You know? Yeah, I know. I have. If you're interested, I'll throw you some names. And
always want to network.
Always want to network,
right?
And
we're going to Ohio.
Speaking of that, do you do shows in the city mostly, or do you do outside of the city?
I've done both. Yeah. I've done shows at like places. I don't even think it's still open. Cherry Cola.
Yeah.
Cherry Cola was sick. It's like
I used to go there.
A little spot where it's like, it's for like little band shows and shit. Like they have a fucking dressing room, fucking downstairs and everything. Artist shit. Bro, that night I went there, performed there. That was wild. It was crazy. And
Bathurst, that one, yeah.
And Bathurst, Bathurst and Queen.
Yeah.
Bovine Sex Club. I did there.
That's interesting because they've messaged me many times. we don't do rap music there.
No, I was with a band. I was with
That's
the band. Yeah, I was with the band,
Yeah,
and they wanted me to rap on some of their shit.
nice.
It was,
So that's a good experience to have.
it was amazing.
Yeah.
It was amazing. We did Loveless Cafe.
I think I remember. Is that one in Kensington or what?
No, it's on. What is that? DuPont or Davenport? Something like that.
Yeah.
I don't remember. It's a little spot, but we did it in the summertime.
Yeah.
That was a live show. That was with shout out to Club 10. Yeah, that was them. That was sick.
Nice.
What else? Did one before that too. Same guys. Pause. Yeah, it was. Where the fuck was that?
Good
Oh,
moment.
yeah.
brought up a moment.
You have to clarify shit. Yeah, that was sick. I did a couple. Fuck, there was this fucking IG like comedian back in the day, like funny something. He was a young kid, but he was doing a appearance at some place. You know where Queen and Spadina, like north on Spadina on the McDonald's side, there was some place there.
Yeah, upstairs there or down?
I think it was downstairs.
Behind the McDonald's, like on the side of the McDonald's.
Well, no, like to the north of the McDonald's. So
Like close to the King.
no, it's not far from the McDonald's. It's just going up.
Oh,
Spadina.
north of Queen.
No, yeah, north of Queen. Yeah. Any which way.
Yeah,
Just,
yeah.
Yeah, shows there. I performed that at York University actually.
Oh, cool.
My sister has that on camera. I have it on my Facebook memories and shit like that. I did like a spoken word kind of.
Yeah.
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 I was different. Matter of fact, I gotta show you that shit. That shit's crazy. That shit's crazy. But yeah, lots of different shit. Niagara Falls, Hamilton, tons of shows.
Yeah. It's good to get out there.
It's coming.
Yeah, you start here, you do your rounds in Toronto, and then it's like a spiral. You kind of start in your own city. Toronto's big enough; you can do a few gigs, and then eventually you want to venture.
Unfortunately, it's not that simple in Toronto.
No, exactly.
Because of the politics. But
well, I'll tell you, I ran into a lot of problems with rapping, like booking music as a rapper, because I email places and I would say I'm a rapper from Toronto, and they're like, we don't do rap music here, here's the club, here's the other place. So I changed that word
to hip hop,
rap, not even, I put vocal artist. That's it.
That's
and then
pretty
they
good.
decided what genre I was. Changed the game for me when I was booking shows. They're like, oh yeah, we're available. So it, like, that word was like almost a cognitive dissonance for people. Like as soon as they heard rap, they were just like, whoa, no, we're not doing those shows. So it changed completely for me with booking shows. And then
Hip-hop is the number one genre too.
Exactly.
Well,
so
at that time, no.
No, yeah,
At that time,
but
no.
still, Canada.
Still the same thing though.
Canada is very far behind still in their mindset. In Canada, it's like a lot of older people
They still
booking
don't wanna do
shows in
rap
places.
at
No,
certain venues, so.
No, but the thing about when you say the word rap, I get the connotation. It's like
Yeah.
when you say rap, when people think of rap, they're thinking about like that's why you say hip hop. Because if you say rap,
yeah. I can
Make
show you
violence.
countless email replies. Is like, we don't do the rap. We don't. This is country.
why do you think they
western
say,
place.
"Oh, he caught a rap"?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
The theology of it. Yeah.
There's intention behind the word, but like, yeah. So hip hop, I would say, or like if you say
Yeah.
vocal. So when you say they decided what genre you What do you mean by that? They
Well,
said, "Yo, all right."
because they looked at the links I sent them, and they're like, "Oh, okay, then this fits. This will work for us. This will work on a.
Oh,
We can book."
so what you mean by that is not in your creative process. You mean like, when you said you let them decide whatever they wanted to think.
Exactly.
Based off
it's
your
their,
links. Yeah.
it's whatever. Because I've had people come up to me after shows and they're like, "Oh, you're like this artist," and then I've heard like the other end of the spectrum. "Oh, you're like this artist." It's all their perspective, right? It's each person's intaking of it, and the person's age too, right? So if they hear an artist, they're like, "Oh shit, that reminds me of Sublime or something," or that reminds me of an artist that is relevant now or
Right.
whatever. So it's like each interpretation of what the music is. I forgot one artist was totally off my radar. It was Talib Kweli. He was like,
Who did Devo remind you of when you just heard that one song?
I wanted to say, you have like, I really like, there's like a Memphis Bleak moment. Not Memphis Bleak, no. It's the other guy on Beanie Siegel. There was a bit of like that rawness, that first album. There was
Rawness. But what if I told you that song, right? I can't compare it to anybody. To be honest with you.
no, you're unique in your own self, absolutely, for sure.
I gotta follow it up with this.
But there's sometimes when you hear styles and you're like, oh, okay, that reminds me of a little, like there's a hint. It's like kind of just.
Yo, low key though, how I started getting good at rap was like emulating.
Yeah.
Whoever I could. That's how I got better.
Well, that's what you do. It's what you're influenced, like what you're listening to and you're influenced by, and that's kind of like how your style comes out,
Right.
really. And yeah, it's the same for me too. Just still the same. It's changing, and I've been engulfed in so many albums I overlooked in the '90s too.
I want you to hear this. Matter of fact, let's run that back. My brand is called Home is with a Heart.
I like this.
You should level up.
Yeah, you know how long I did this in like 2014, 15.
If I line a run and load a Maybelline, I make you just wipe it down. Get the bag, best alone. Wordplay, ridiculous.
I want you to hear this. Tell me who's rapping like this.
Let's take it high. I was born to fly. Since young and had aerodynamic new design, so I flew the poop in time. Baby taking number, queuing you in line. There was suicide, so when they rise, you can proper scrutinize whoever who inside. Baby, scoot aside, suit and boot to suit and tie. Lots of folks in here with only you in mind. Either me to you or you to me, so you decide. Lots of women in the function and it's glorious. Lots of others popping off, we victorious. Double digit on the acres, need
You don't
some
need the word glorious too much.
Alright? Like, who's rapping like that?
Love, you are. You're rapping like that, man.
You know what I mean? Like,
That's good. You're tight, man. It's really tight, man. The syllables is tight. It's fucking,
fact.
how much double ups do you do?
Like
Your
dubs
track.
in my.
Yeah.
I don't need
Not
them.
much? No?
Just some
Just a
reverb.
couple of reverb. And
Yeah.
I love that. I don't do much dubs at all. I worked with a guy that we did a lot of double ups. And then I just like the opposite. And I don't know. I want to start working with a little bit of ad lib more.
Hell yeah?
Yeah. Like random stuff.
Mama!
Yeah. Shit, just random crazy calls.
It depends on what kind of music you're making.
Yeah, well, this one's out there, man. This new one is like very Bjorky. It's
Bjork.
Yeah, it's fucking like
That's crazy.
yeah, and it's also I'm proud of the writing and the raps, and it's like I had to dig through a lot of content
To
like, really,
right.
okay, this is right, And it took a long time to like really see what I had to. Oh, there it is, and then you're just like, okay, shave that down. And that
Yo,
works.
have you ever? Do you like in your music time? Have you like you as a rapper? Were you around a lot of other rappers at time or?
Oh fuck yeah! Oh yeah.
Yeah?
So, like,
Why I asked that is like,
I
was there
more
was
than
there,
I.
was there some like knife sharpening like, all right, I'm gonna spit 2 bars and then
No, I absorbed more than that. I was just like I soaked up a lot. So
no, I get you. I'm
Yeah.
asking like freestyles where like everyone's pitching
Oh,
in that kind of
no,
shit. Have you
no.
had like that kind of experience?
not
Like,
really. No,
See,
I didn't
Hey.
really. It was no, actually, it was only me and my buddy when we were kind of making music together.
okay.
And then
Was it all white dude?
it was me and this other tall redhead guy. Yeah,
This guy's
white
not
dude.
white.
Yeah, I'm white.
What?
Are you
See,
kidding?
that was Trinity.
No, he said he's Bredrin, dog.
No, he said his dad is Trinity. This guy recorded Trinity. Or he's half Trinity and recorded.
No. I grew up. I hung out with
brethren.
guys that were
Are you full white?
Trinidad. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
cake as you can get. Man. I'm
Oh,
munching cake.
This guy said I thought he said he's a quarter Trinity. And I
Well,
can
no.
What is this in the park?
Yeah. I like.
I tan good. I'm almost like I got the Italian blood in me, so when I tan, I look like that Southern Italian, and if I get the full beard, they're like, what Middle Eastern country do you like? So I
When he
can
turns,
kinda,
it's like
I can blend,
Yeah.
but no, I grew up. I just kind of hung out with those guys.
Those guys.
That's funny. That's jokes, man. That's hilarious.
so like the experience of like
Hold on 1 second.
Cheers, man.
the experience of like cheers, brother.
That's
Cheers,
jokes.
cheers, cheers.
Funny.
Of like rapping with your boys. Even if most of the time some of the best bars come out of people that they're not
It was
rappers.
mostly us just hanging out, just
Yeah.
doing shit, like just smoking and just kind of going back and forth of our own little freestyle. But I never really did the battle thing. I didn't.
Not battle, just
Yeah.
like yeah.
Not much. There was freestyling wasn't really a major cornerstone of my thing because it was all my back end in was producing. So and then as soon as my friend didn't want to do it anymore, I took over everything
Right.
myself. So then
I guess I'll hop on the mic.
But actually, no. Freestyling for me was like more getting out, doing open mics.
Nice.
So when I
There's
go to
one
Painted Lady,
Painted Lady.
and
Okay.
my homies there were there, and they were just doing a band. That was my freestyle. So I would freestyle like that, and then I'd always try and fuck up. I knew I'd fuck up, so I'd always kind of just see how much I can freestyle. And then
It
I would
turned
go
out
to
well, no?
Grossman's, pardon me?
It was a good vibe.
Yeah, and that's what helps me kind of get back out there and kind of sharpen my skills. And the band is really good. You should come out to Grossman's once a month. It's
Bro.
really fun. And there's a whole band there. And I used to go to a lot of the open mics, but it's like I work entertainment, so I'm out like almost every night.
Right.
So I had to pick and choose how many nights I went out after a while. And then I started doing gigs outside of Toronto.
Nice.
And then those became more of a priority. But I don't go on the scene that much for open mics because I just don't have the time and the energy.
Right.
And you have to be selective of like how many nights you're going out. And
Yeah.
I have a song. It's from my last album. It's called True Story Fool's Glory. And
All right, let's hear
it's
it.
like this.
All right. Let's hear it.
Oh, just the hook is.
Just
No,
nigga.
song.
Let's hear the
We're
song.
waiting
Song.
the song the whole time.
Yeah. Like,
Okay.
come on, dog.
We're doing something different today.
Yeah.
All right, so. How does it go again?
No, not how's it go. Where is it?
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
play
on
the actual
YouTube.
Then play the song. That's what
Okay.
I said. What do you mean? The guy was was about to go acapella.
Real rapper. Yeah, that's real.
You know, you made me realize I need to practice, yo, because it comes right away. Started okay.
What was gonna happen if I didn't say that? He's gonna be like, fuck, it comes right away. Here, I'm just gonna play the first bit.
Yeah.
And then I'll rap
I don't
the
have my
rest.
phone. I don't have my phone.
Alright, what's it called?
Yeah, he has this one.
Yeah.
You're not running away from this one.
Anyways, the theme of it is.
What do you mean, anyways?
Anyways.
What do you mean?
Here. It's called True Story Fool's Glory. Focused.
True story, fool's glory. Focused.
Yo, just real quick, do you have a backup?
Yeah, that's right out the door there.
Is it?
That's a promo of it.
Give me
Yeah.
a second, come on.
Yeah. So the story behind that is the ego in like drinking too much
Yeah.
and performing and thinking you're gonna do well.
I get you.
So that night after night after night, you're catching yourself slipping and slipping and slipping and slipping.
That happened
till
to
the
me.
point you embarrass
No,
yourself.
that happened to
and
me.
you
Yeah.
check. Like I had a moment where I checked myself, and I was like, "Whoa,
Yo,
dude."
yeah. You're
now,
wildin'.
now you're on a line of like fucking with people that are really talented,
Right,
and it's like now you're taking it for a joke.
right.
So I got sloppy one time at paying the lady, and I was just like, "Whoa, I gotta stop this." So that was
Right.
like where the term came from, and that was just like the whole video is like me stumbling home from Spadina,
fact.
and it's like that, you know, those demons coming back from alcohol and everything, and just like trying to be an artist, and just like an ego thing, right? Like, and then so I reenacted this whole thing of like tripping and falling, and I had a makeup artist with me, so she made like a big gash for me.
Okay.
And then we were doing this scene, and this homeless guy walked by, and I guess I did the falling down so well. He was like, "Holy shit, are you okay?" And I was like,
Yeah,
I
she's
was
like-
acting.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
You knew you
So-
caught the vibe.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah.
Is this it?
That's it. That's the video. Shout out to Ryan Morgan, who's one of the best camera ops in the country. There's quite an array of.
Go check out Homedvo. Yeah.
I'm just gonna drop my phone here.
Yeah. What year is this?
2021. So it's still lockdown. Like. Nation runs wild stuff up.
The Silver Dollar.
Yeah.
Wasn't Comfort Zone was right there. Yeah.
Used to be there.
Yeah. Yeah. Bro, I see some crazy shit at Comfort Zone.
Right. Rhyme crazy. Many other outlets live it all. You know that?
That's crazy.
Look at
That's
that. Yo, cheers to that. I did one of the last shows there. Yeah. Before it closed down. Yeah.
You the beat?
Shout out to Sue.
Oh. This is hard.
But we just got invited to a Homedvo artist studio session.
Facts. You hear this? Holy.
When emotions.
Party till 5. Party till 5 in the morning. Maybe I get along. Oh shit. Let me get this. Let me eat this. Let me eat this.
There's the. Now you're clear.
Yeah. Yeah. The attention bills, he said. Party till 5 in the morning. Look at all the rhyme and the time and the line and it. Fly in the sky and inclining, then gliding, declining. Get it hiding my mom. Hit the hiding in the mom. Hit the sky and I'm gone. Laying right in the song. I don't even write shit no more. All I really do is rewind in my mind till I get it right. Hit the microphone.
Remix.
YTV, I'm in the zone.
Yeah.
I think the most when I am alone.
Carlos. YTV in the zone.
Shorty come here, try and climb in the pole. I call her and politely declining the bone. I'm trying to get home.
I politely decline.
Politely decline on the bone. Little baby, I'm trying to get home.
Yeah.
I think the most in my mind when I am alone.
Simon
I came to
says-
a road.
I can't. Simon says,
Came to the road.
Don't mind
44.
me till I'm gone. Don't mind me till I'm gone.
You know, this is the Obama. 44 episodes.
Oh.
I'm climbing, I'm gone. I'm high and I'm low. It's pie in the sky and I am good. I'm getting dough. I got a flow. Let us flow in the city though. Let me tell you if you really know. I like pretty girls, sundressed with the pretty toes. Take off all the brassiere. The titty show. That's an itty bitty joke.
Brazier.
Matter of fact, give me an itty bitty toe.
Right here.
You got bars?
Funny story is an ex of mine is on the old version.
Of this?
Yeah.
Cut that loose.
I cut it loose, dog.
Doesn't matter how good you are.
Yes.
You gotta go.
She sang way too hard over it. And I was like, she's a good singer. It's just like too much.
Yeah.
And then I was
And
like,
then when you broke up, it even sounded worse.
oh man. I was like, I don't want to go through all the publishing shit and all that stuff. I was like, just get rid of it. And then so that bridge part was empty. So I said to my buddy Sule, I need help. And so he did that like steel guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, I'd rather have a guitar over it in that spot. And it's a very short song. For most of my tracks, like there's a lot
That's
of
pretty long to
rapping.
me.
We're gonna get you in the studio, and I guarantee that the record that we all make is gonna be one of your favorite records that you've done.
Hands down.
One of them, maybe not the best, right? But it's like
I'm putting Bunny down.
I know. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be your best.
It's
record.
number one or two.
Maybe one or two, but it's definitely.
I guarantee you. Yeah.
Bro, that tail end of it, like, that made me feel, yeah, that's hard. Like, I was just fucking around. Like, if I sat down and, like,
Don't ever say like, oh, well, I'm 40.
no, it doesn't matter. Look at Jelly Roll. Jokes.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Yeah,
And
man.
another point,
State
still,
of mind.
I feel like I got the juice. Like,
No, you do.
I got the juice. Like, that's something where all artists are looking for the next.
Yeah.
They need that. Like, I have the juice. Like, I'm the motor right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't feel like I'm gonna run out. I'm good. But like, I feel like I'm gonna be like a Kanye in a sense of not producing, but like, nah, I could do this too better than y'all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No one's rapping like me. I don't know if do you know much of the like Toronto rap scene?
No, it's no trying to rap scene.
No,
Not
and
as
it's
much.
obviously
Not as much as I used to. I definitely not.
so it's a Toronto crime scene. Like,
So I,
yeah.
well, Dufferin's always been wild. Dufferin Street's always been crazy.
You know, if you
Just
suffer,
another level now.
Yeah.
I heard about that thing at what was that the other night?
I'm just saying, right? Maybe like your Blue Jay fitted on, right? Where you're so much bigger than Toronto.
I feel so.
Both of you, right?
I feel so.
Yeah.
I feel so.
And always, salute Toronto because they made us, right?
Yo, there's a lot of good artists in Toronto too, though. That like don't get the.
Like, yo, don't ever box yourself into.
You got to get out of the city though. That's the key. The key is getting out of the city. That's the main thing. I was saying to a friend of mine or another artist about this too. There was a friend who kind of got me into the open mics in the first place, and I ran into him in the bus a few years ago, and he said, you know, all those shows, those small like he didn't say small shows, but he's like, it's small shows to me. All these small shows I do outside of Toronto, stuff like that. He goes, you know, other artists are watching that and they see it's like motivating. You know, it's like when you get outside of the city and just try it. At least try. It's not gonna be a great show. Like you have to. Each city you go into, it's gonna be a trial. It's gonna be a test. You might have to do a small little place, and then get that out of the way, and then build up a relationship in that city, and then
it's a little easier than like, for instance, like a comedian. A comedian, they like your drone, you know.
Yeah, you're damn right on that.
With music, maybe you could catch a vibe. You know, it depends on. It's more on you. Like I don't care what kind of genre. I'll tell you this right now. Whatever genre of music, I don't care. If it's good and it there's like energy behind it, where it's like genuine. 100%. That's where I make my best music. Where it's like it's something. It's like think about hit records. They're hits because over a vast amount of people, there's something that resonates. Mm-hmm. Which is like whether you like Drake or not, like Drake literally is the king of like making relatable music. And when it comes to rap, like shout out to Drizzy.
I think you nailed the word relatable. It's like relatable. That's what it is with music, and it's 100%.
Because it has to resonate.
Yeah.
Like if it resonates, if it touches you, people like if it's real to you, it'll show. If it's something real, because we all go through real shit.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, if it's something real, that's why I made like Built to Win. I don't know if you heard that song. Like Built to Win is like something that like. I almost cry. I feel like crying. Like sometimes when I think about that song, like that's how real it was. It came out, right?
I feel that like rap is a lot about confidence. It's not about like people hear some stuff and
confident.
Like, it's like this is
rap is something like if you don't have confidence.
The small shows are like amazing.
Of course.
That's what you're content with.
Yeah.
I mean, like your brother Taylor Swift is down the street right now.
Right.
Yeah. Performing live, right? She has about 4 or 5 shows.
Six
shows,
which is
bonkers. They just rounded up all the homeless people and put them up in hotels for their own safety.
They do that.
But I'm saying for their own safety.
Right.
Knowing that once she's gone, right, that the homeless are going to have to go back on the street. It's pathetic, right? From the city point of view. But I'm saying that imagine that's the kind of like power she has, that like the city wants to make itself look so good for her, right? And how much money she's gonna bring into the city.
That's why.
So are we like really content with small shows?
Well, the thing is,
I know where you're gonna go.
No, you could be content.
Because I know
if
where
that's
you're gonna go.
if that's like if you're
that's
content with that,
comes with it. But I know where you're gonna go, right?
Where I want to go there.
No, it's not where you want to go, right? I know where you're going to go.
Same difference.
I don't even know if I'm getting picked up on the mic, but brother, I'm just talking to you directly. I know where you're.
He's motivating you.
And I'll let you guys get back to your interview.
Yeah, no, I like
where you're gonna go.
The key motivational parts is it's no, it's I've been fortunate. I work in this building, so I work there at Canada Center.
Right. Yeah.
So I did. Kale. Oh, the DJ? Yeah, I knew him. He doesn't work there anymore.
He doesn't work there anymore.
No, he's not the DJ anymore.
No?
No.
Yo.
There's another guy.
2016 or 20, I don't know, 2015. Boom, I'm fresh out. I go to Real Sports Bar. He's a DJ there.
Okay.
Plays my first single. Right?
Which one?
Paradise.
Okay.
Boom, he's the first person I ever played it before I even released it.
And
He plays it there every single night, even when I'm not there, right? He ends up being the DJ for the Leafs, their official DJ.
Oh, is that Kwame?
No.
No.
Kale Granton.
Oh, Kale, not the new guy. Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
he ended
your
up playing
song
my
is
record
named.
in Scotiabank Arena.
That's crazy. Was it ACC at the time or no?
It was Scotiabank.
It was just Scotiabank.
Yeah, but he originally started playing my stuff in the biggest bar in Canada, which is
Real Sports, right across the street. Yeah.
Even when I wasn't there, right? He's just playing it.
Yo, Real Sports on the weekend, like, that's a place I never thought, like, but it's probably bumping, no? Like on an average weekend.
It's the biggest bar in Canada. Like the biggest.
There's always a game on Friday and Saturday, so it's always
Well, there's always games, yeah.
big at the stadium, so it's always busy there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I gave Kale my tracks and he didn't play them.
Yeah.
Shout out Kale, he played my song in front of.
No, that's cool.
There, right?
You win some, you lose some.
Yeah. But that's how I actually got a job there. It's 20 years ago. I met a guy at Clinton's.
Oh yeah.
The bar at Christie and Blue are there.
Hey, Christian, yeah.
We did rap shows there like 20 years ago, like long time ago.
It just closed down.
No way.
Yeah, I recently just went there.
Okay.
I was so surprised.
It was probably like, it's been almost a year.
Yeah.
Or more.
Oh shit.
A year?
Yeah, more, probably more. I swear.
I just went there, right?
Nah, bro, it's been close for a minute.
Because that's where we did some of our.
When? Before you were in?
I haven't been gone for too long. Yeah, before I was in. Yeah.
So this year?
Yeah, it's just.
Nah, cap.
I go there. I know that. Yeah, but yeah.
Anyways,
Maybe,
we
yeah.
did some of our first shows there, like 2002, like way back. Anyway, so there was.
Seems like yesterday.
I know.
Bro, 2002. I remember writing
Yeah.
the 2002. Like, in middle school, you gotta write the date. I remember writing 2002. Like, I was in grade 5.
Clinton's.
It's a great year. No, it was fucking 2002 was George Bush.
No, yeah, it was George Bush till
2008.
2008. Then Obama, yeah.
What was the blackout? 2001.
2003 or 4.
3.
3.
So I lived in.
I was in Guyana when it happened.
Okay.
I was in Guyana. I was like, I was watching. TV,
I was a
like,
Dufferin in Ossington. I was Bloor in Ossington. Yeah.
I wish I was here for that.
Dude,
I had
okay,
to be
so
in Guyana.
I have a camera. I had a camera then that had night vision. And so I went around everywhere because it was out for 2 days.
He said this nigga made Cloverfield.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Something right with you.
Yo, Cloverfield was sick though.
People were like, fuck off, get out of my way.
This is your most third episode.
It will be.
Yeah?
Okay.
It will. It's getting to be one of the longest too.
How long were we here?
No, it's been an hour and 23. It's good. No, it's good.
Oh, okay.
It's good.
I feel like we're just hitting the groove.
Yeah. No, it's
Yeah. Respect though.
Cheers.
Appreciate
guys.
you.
Appreciate you guys.
Appreciate
man. It's a wild ride. So everybody has their own ride. It's
Yo, you
cool.
remember Undergrad?
Undergrads. What?
The show on YTV? Like,
Okay.
Hey guy. Like Cal and shit?
I used to work at
Ritz and
YTV.
Oh, did you?
Okay, so take this in. So when I went to.
You seen Sugar?
You know
Yeah, I knew Sugar. I partied with Sugar.
Oh, I love
From
Sugar.
downtown area?
I grew up in Parkdale. I'm from
So you know
Parkdale.
Queen
Yeah.
Yo, I used to live at Triller.
Trailer.
Yeah.
Yo, why did I used to skip school?
Yeah.
Go and look around for the on Degrassi Street for the school Degrassi.
You were looking for it?
It doesn't exist, bro.
Degrassi, the street is over there.
There's a
The
real.
school doesn't
Yeah.
exist.
No, it's made
The actual school is.
Yeah.
for Drake. And
I'm like, I want to go there.
Where's the actual set though? Where was it?
it's a set. It was like they actually used a few schools.
Oh, okay.
All in the East End
Right.
here. I had a friend. His sister was in it. She in the original one,
Right.
like way back in the 80s. But yeah, it was. I grew up in the city. It was an interesting time in the city. It was fun. And then I went away, came back a few years later, and then
How old were you then?
when I came back, I was like 25.
Okay.
So then I lived in the West End, all over the West End, and then it just
Like West, like
all over.
Etobicoke?
No,
West?
like Bloor,
Oh.
Lansdowne,
Alright, I see what you
And-
mean. Yeah.
Dundas, that area, and then
Chicago, the Midwest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there's always been. See, there's always been random shootings in up Dufferin. I lived on Dufferin too, and one time I was gonna go to the McDonald's there at like 2 a.m, and I was like, fuck it, I'm too lazy. I didn't go, and then the next day I'm like shooting at fucking McDonald's, random shooting. I was like, good thing I listened to my instincts there and just stayed home and smoked another blunt, by myself. And I don't know, it's just weird. It's because I used to work down at Liberty Village down there, what Liberty Village is now. The YTV used to be all back there back in the day.
Ah.
So I used to do this ingesting shift, which is like you take all these shows and you're putting it into the mainframe, into their automated system.
Right.
So I'd be done at like 2 a.m. sometimes, and that area is like very sketch, King and Dufferin there. But you find out the next morning there was shootings.
That McDonald's.
Yeah.
Yeah, BK. But
Yeah.
yo, remember that was the first McDonald's where I saw they had a conveyor belt. To like, you remember?
Yeah.
Bro, I remember the first time I seen that was the first McDonald's with a conveyor belt, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, the orders.
It's embarrassing. The front around. I'm like,
They're high tech.
BK.
High tech, man. High tech shit, yeah.
McDonald's was on the Jetsons, bro.
Anyways, the point was that it was like there was a lot of random shootings there, but it was always some sort of drug related thing. And if you weren't involved in that,
Ooh.
see
like when you
what?
rise
See,
up
I
against
just
someone-
brought because I used to go there a lot when I was younger. It's definitely totally different area. But there was always random.
He's Trini,
shit.
remember? He's Trini.
Yeah.
I'm not looking at this man like he's white at all. I'm looking at him like he has
Trini.
like 5 to 6
He's mid. He knows all about Carolina, fam.
I used to sit back in my dad's shop and watch this old Italian guy and Jamaican guy argue, and it was like a comedy. It was
Yo,
like,
do you remember Chef Pasquale? Oh, Mamma Mia. He'd be
it was
singing.
like that guy. And
Yo,
Jamaican
Chef
guy
Pasquale. Me and my
arguing.
great grandfather used to watch Chef Pasquale. Real shit. My great grandpa used to buy the pay per view
Top
WWF shit.
Canadian artists of all touring.
Top 3?
Yeah.
Rappers?
I don't even want to.
No, artists?
Top 5. Yeah, top 3 artists.
Chaos.
No in particular order. Bieber, like Drake, Bieber, and
Beebs.
Okay, yeah, whatever.
no. You're saying the greatest. They are.
Okay, yo, do top 5 then.
Okay.
Sorry.
Like not my
Preference,
not my.
preference
If you said my
wise, right?
favorites, that's different from the greatest.
Exactly. I'm
Preference.
pretty sure yours is not going to be the same.
Yeah, but that's preference.
Maybe it could just be 3 then, but 5.
No. If you ask the greatest, if it's the greatest, it's not my preference.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Celine Dion.
Yeah.
You'd have to.
If you throw greatest in there, Celine Dion's like I'm not gonna argue with you. After they're so great, it's at a point where it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna say you're wrong.
Yeah.
It's just not my preference. That's where preference
Like the
goes.
fucking chick got the Titanic song. Like that's fucking monster.
Nelly
I don't-
Furtado's a great.
I am very lucky to work with her producer. I do different live production, so he does live.
Have you ever heard of Moonraker Studio? It's around
Who's
here.
that?
Woodbine and Gerard.
No.
You know Cherry Beach?
Yeah.
Cherry Beach.
Cherry Beach is a whole different thing now. It's like this nature.
I mean,
area.
Studio Cherry Beach.
Oh.
No, you don't know that one?
No.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm lucky enough. I work.
Facts.
We're gonna bring you around the way.
I got a homie in Brampton. He's my guy. I've been working with him for 17 years. So I'm very fortunate I get to go to his place and like just.
Deep was turning this podcast do it.
But I would like to fucking.
About to play that intro.
I like to bang on some of your guys' shit, man. Focus can get down on some shit for sure.
Bring you to the studio.
Hell yeah, man. I would
Have a
come.
podcast tomorrow, no sir.
I'll come.
Yo, take this in.
I'll come and do some
What's that,
fucking
Amber
beats.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go, man.
Take this in.
Yeah. That's getting attention, for sure.
At 3:26 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time Saturday, Environment Canada has issued a tornado warning for the Golden Horseshoe area, Ontario. Extra care and attention should be exercised around the following localities: the City of Toronto, York Region, and Durham Region. Environment Canada meteorologists are tracking a severe thunderstorm that is possibly producing a tornado. Damaging winds, large hail, and locally intense rainfall are also possible.
Shit, better take cover, folks.
As threatening weather approaches. Please
Run.
consult media for more information.
This is a very rough overdubs. I got a girl to do some vocals on this. We didn't mix it. I have a mixed version, just not on my phone. Take this in.
Put your lighters up. Way up.
Thank you.
All right.
See, I told y'all niggas to wait on me. On my way from latency, moving to where the greatest be. Ain't nothing left they could say to me. I've been painstaking, patiently waiting on my perfect day to be. When I hit my low, no one close, they stay away from me. See, I used to feel away until I found out what I made to be. Power and silence, nigga, don't say a peep. When I get it going,
They stopped blowing up my phone as it to eat.
This shit is off the easy. Please excuse me, let me off him as I spark the bleezy. Hard to beat me with the knowledge the Holy Father teach me.
I keep it Gucci Geechee.
Lyrically a different species, see me? Well,
It's hard to see me, I'm on my John Zini. They stink face, and I'm a Ross Rafiki.
behind the nigga back,
These niggas talking cheeky.
you make me spin the block, nigga, you gotta be. Around these niggas up like I'm a lobbyist.
Shooting with extensions like roundhouse.
Karate Kid, infamous John Gotti, elusive Illuminati is Devo in the kitchen, I'm singing like Shepherd Squally, bitch. And that ain't your shotty, that's everybody, bitch. Tatiana nickname Pinata, let everybody hit. Every 5 minutes
She talking about going to potty quick.
there's something wrong with her body or she's sniffing up all the party gifts. Let's address the obvious. Obvious he got a gift. Took it honest and polished it. Home is where the hottest fucking audio cardiologist. I'm the nigga they want copy, but
Can't embody how hot he spit.
got he lit. Any track he laid, he surely made the
Body it.
pulling out the full stops, body flips, and the party tricks.
Warming up to green like I'm fucking with hot with.
Sabi quick, 'cause
This emotion picture won't miss you. Get your body clipped. In the middle of the summer, I spit shit December cold. The shit ain't here from Vogue.
different magazines.
So when that barrel blow, it'll hit your torso and your centerfold.
You ain't gotta
Sign a deal, or putting a pen on no line. I put the red dot in your line you with inner scope.
drop for them.
Machine, Swiss cheese, your whole team is dual extendo magazine. Ain't no even need to reload. This the
Calm before the storm.
gotta hit this.
I can feel it now.
It was arcade.
Why?
You like a kid playing game. What are you doing right now?
Let's go. Let's go.
That's nice. Collection's nice.
Who does that remind you
The singer?
of? Any
The whole track?
nobody.
You.
Metal ass man. Nobody.
Who's better than
Bad boy.
Oh,
Fucking Mike Lowry.
Oh my goodness.
Are you down? Let's get it.
You guys are good together.
Yeah,
Hey.
it was fun.
This is fun.
Thanks
is
for
fun.
coming, man.
Bro,
Appreciate it.
44.
44.
44.
We did it.
We'll talk again.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
I
It's
appreciate
coming.
you sharing, man. Appreciate new stuff, man.
you're about to see what's about to happen. We'll stay connected though. You
Absolutely.
know who this is? You don't know who this is.
I do now.
Check him out. He's got numbers.
Let me. Are you in the YouTube? What's the best?
He's in the universe.
What's the best?
What's the best avenue there?
TWY.
ZZY?
TWY.
TWY. That's
Oh.
one.
I'm fucking
Hopefully I'm the first one to
Space.
pop up.
Yeah, that one.
Boom.
Yeah.
Live Gang?
Yeah.
It did pop up. That's a good search.
The first one that's my biggest record.
Why can't I
Rockstar.
subscribe? What the fuck?
It is.
Oh, it's freezing on me. Oh, because we're still recording. That's why.
Oh.
I'll do it.
We'll say after the session.
Oh, it's
Uh,
being slow. Let's see. Yeah. See, I'm trying to scroll down. Okay, let me try and play it. What's this?
Empower your students to be more authentic, impactful writers with Grammarly's comprehensive AI writing.
I think it's going through the mix. Oh, it is.
yeah.
I think I used to do the picture.
Just fully listen to it.
Born with when I'm switching lanes. I'm a motherfucking rock star. Making cash like a rock star. Fucking bitches like a rock star. She was square when she came around. Now she's 10 toes down. Now she's 10 toes down. Now she's 10 toes down. Born with when I'm switching lanes. I'm a motherfucking rock star. Making cash like a rock star. Fucking bitches like a rock star. She was square when she came around. Now she's 10 toes down. Now she's 10 toes down. Now she's 10 toes down. I remember being on the gold train. OT in background and for a chain. I broke a bitch from the UK. She on the gram in lingerie. I broke a bitch from Japan. She in love with a Scotian. Two guns on me, no Siamese. Run T or like T.J. in the 90s. Fuck with me and we could reach the top. She could work for me and she could kick rocks. 902 on the glove. Designer frame did the real good. I send the bitch, she bring me dough. Run up on me up the pole like Trudeau. Damn, we making Canadian bands. Real pimping going on, this is no scam. Born with when I'm switching lanes. I'm a motherfucking rock star. Making cash like a rock star. Fucking bitches like a rock star. She was square when she came around. Now she's 10 toes down. Now she's 10 toes down. Now she's 10 toes down. Born with when I'm switching lanes. I'm a motherfucking rock star. Making cash like a rock star. Fucking bitches like a rock star. She was square when she came around. Now she's 10 toes down. Now she's 10 toes down. Now she's 10 toes down.
Phone whip when I'm switching lanes. I'm a motherfucking block star. I'm a motherfucking block star. I'm a motherfucking block star. I only whip on through the cane, but I'm a motherfucking rock star. I'm a motherfucking rock star. I'm a motherfucking rock star. Rip jeans like a rock star. My shorty got it and it's on her. Couple hundreds for the pasta. Whole clique improper. I only hang with them trappers, jack boys and them shotters. Real niggas, no imposters. Maserati, no Impala.
He's doing numbers. And then
Yeah, the plug deal with
I
me
think it was
proper.
in Woodbridge. Woodbridge or
Yeah,
motherfucking rock star. Making cash like a rock star. Fucking bitches like a rock star. She was square when she came around. Now she's 10 toes down.
What up?
Now she's 10 toes down.
Damn. Almost a milli.
Yeah.
954.
Hookah stick with the ruler clip. I'm sliding on your block with that hookah stick.
I'll be rocking it tomorrow, man. Thanks, guys. Well,
Appreciate it.
thanks. Well, it's past my bedtime. But we'll keep it going again. Thanks for guys for coming out and
It's been a pleasure.